Yes. We got two videos to knock out today. First one, we're going to do a goodie drop. Recently, I went through over 200 something plus videos that has been back catalog, but I really didn't have no intentions of uploading. This was way back like a couple years ago throughout. Man, that was crazy to go through, but I noticed that I had two goodie drops that I never uploaded. One of them wasn't even worth much, so we went ahead and deleted that. And this one, I guess we're gonna put out as a lost file. But today, I wanted to go ahead and knock this one out. We could have kept still accumulating some things, but I want to go ahead and get this put up with the other stuff that I put up from last time, and not to let it to linger around. So we ain't got too much today, but still, we're gonna go ahead and show it off. So let's go get started. Let's knock the games out. We went ahead and got Warhammer Realms of Ruin. This was like pretty good price, so we went ahead and scooped it up for like under $20. And this was basically, I guess, to put on sale, preparing us for that new Warhammer game. You know, was it something part 2, like Mercenaries 2 of it. Right now, there's quite a few of these Warhammer games out. I don't know if this is the one we're going to start off, but it's pretty good to have in a catalog right now. It was dirt cheap. Well, not dirt cheap, but it was pretty good price to scoop up, you know. Rich Man, 1 or 11. This was dirt cheap right here. This one was. This was under $10. I mean, like around like 5, you know. So I got suckered in it because sometimes, you know, you see a good deal, you might as well, because you never know with Amazon. Amazon like to jack the prices up after they had a little sale or put something down in clearance and they still have stock, and they'll boost it up back to 30, 35, $40 or something unreal. I don't know what's going on with Amazon, but they really dropping the ball lately. They're basically getting a little bit greedy with their pricings and not putting stuff down in price like it should be, you know. Example, Metal Gear Solid Volume 1, they had one time for like $20, then they'll check the price up to 40, 30, back to 20. I think it's back to 20 now, but like, why would you check the price back up to 30 then 40? I don't understand that. We got Mercenaries Rebirth. This is to go along with the other one we had, the Blaze. This is kind of got a few in the series right now, so we picked up Rebirth. Was it Lagman is for the PS5. We're hoping that there's a little price drop right now. But this one we got in pretty good price, you know, because right now these things like to be around $40, $50, and I don't know why. Well, Blaze was a little bit cheaper. This one here is still a little bit pricey, but we got a used one that's fantastic condition. And here is Blaze. You know, so I think we still got the Saga to pick up, and that's like 1, 2, and 3 of the Saga series. Lagment, and I think there's one more, Wings. Now, hopefully we ain't got nothing like that, but it's kind of weird how some these series are pushed in with the other mercenary action game, part 1 and 2, which I don't understand. You know, why is people grouping those all together? You know, especially when you do a search for it. Makes no sense. Those two games have nothing to do with this series. And then finally we got Visions of Mana to show off. I've always been big on Mana. Unfortunately, the people who own this company, not Square, but another branch, closed the studio out on release day. I don't know what's going on in the world of gaming, but these companies, Embracer, Tencent, Activision, Microsoft, Sony, they are just like firing companies. I mean, some of them I can understand, but some that, why, you know? Especially Embracer. You're just dropping things and keeping the IPs. That's just greedy corporation things. Because the CEO wants more money. That means we got to fire these people so they don't get paid. That means more money for the CEO. While you got other people out there that do need to lose their jobs of Call of Duty teams because they've been putting the same crap out over and over, not listening to nobody. I don't know, man. I don't get it. But we got Visions, you know. I've been looking forward to this one. I just hope they keep the series still going, you know. I mean, they're doing fantastic bringing all these back, and I would hate to see that stop. Alright, let's see what I got. This part we're doing with movies. We got Inspectors Wear Skirts 4. Once again, Amazon have been pricing boutique and regular releases sky high with the 4Ks. They've gone twice the price now. I don't understand. Back with regular Blu-rays when they first came out, they dropped from $20 or excuse me $19, you know, so it rounds off whatever, but $19.99 to $22.99. And so they jumped it up to $26, $25.99. Now it's just unrealistic, you know. I don't understand their pricings and how long it takes to drop to the retail price. You know, they call it a deal, but it's still retail price what it should have been. Who wants to pay $30, $40, $50 for 4K movies, you know? And then Blu-rays ain't too far away. Some of these Blu-rays are at $30, $35. Why? So I gave up on Amazon. Amazon still has this around $28, $30 some dollars, and that's not the price I wanted for. We went on eBay. I got it for $22, which was still a little bit high for me because you got like taxes but I got tired. We want the slipcover. It's getting to a point. It's getting past the time you may not get the slipcover and goodies, you know. So I don't know. I wanted to get some of the Eureka stuff. They're not dropping the prices. I mean, like Canary, the Cat and the Canary, that was like $20. Or should I say it dropped $20 after a couple of days, but the rest of the things are like 28, 33. I'm not going for it. What was it? The one Bruce Lee movie they have where he's like Green, was it Green Lantern? So he was the Kato and all that, but like they want 35 for that, and they have not gone down price of it. I'm not forking that money over. I'll just hopefully check daily on eBay for these movies at a cheaper price because I'm not falling for Amazon's crap. And everybody else is following through. They want these high prices. Grub has started. Diabolic. I mean, like, my go-to places are just like, now, hey, if they get that money, we can get that money too. So we found this at a used fantastic price. Got all the goodies, still look brand new. We'll take that. We don't have part 3 because I seen that's still too high. They did drop the price on Cliffhanger Steelbook. We got this for $20. So some of these things they finally put down, you know, Steelbooks we can wait because, you know, they're not going to get rid of the steel. But the things that got slip covers, you can't wait too long for it. Then you just going to have to hunt it on eBay. And we want the slip covers, okay? Looney Tunes Volume 2. We got tired of trying to see if they would go down to $6.99 like the Volume 1. We pulled the trigger on the $8.99 or $7.99 or whatever the price it was. It was still kind of low, but we got scared it would go up price, so we pulled the trigger, and it did go above 10 again. I'll take the low price, but it should have been around $6.99 like Volume 1. So we're waiting on Volume 3 to drop because Volume 4 is about to be released soon. So I enjoy getting these things too. Some of my childhood stuff. A lot of people claim, oh, this isn't for kids. Well, Looney Tunes, when it first came out, wasn't for kids. It's an adult cartoon, but not adult. Okay? A lot of people don't understand. Back in the day, they would have this between movies, you know, as little skits. Alright, and then we got Bad Boys by 1 and 2. This dropped at a good price, and it got both movies. As soon as I got it, they went up on price again. Maybe it's down now. I didn't check recently, but I mean, like, I thought I had these separately. Unfortunately, I didn't. Part 3 is on its own, but they had part 1, like, way back, but we're not going to do it. We want the slipcover and stuff, you know, so got this in here. It's kind of weird how they did this, you know. It's got its own individual parts come out from the top. But yeah. So that's kind of weird how they did that, you know. And all this is like, you know, almost like a CD case where it opens up, but there's no clicks to it. But that's a-okay. I don't mind because it still fits on the shelf. It's not too big. And then we got our vinegar drop. We're still waiting for this month, but usually that comes near like going into the new month. So I might as well just do this now, and whenever we get the other ones, do that the next time. We got Joyride. It's always nice to get the what you would call cinematography, and we're trying to collect this. I don't know if I'm gonna get the whole thing because right now they're out of print on one, you know. But I'm pretty sure we can find it on eBay, maybe a little bit more pricier. But I don't know if I want to just get them all, you know, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a title that I don't really care for, you know. It's just the fact they're numbered. They're numbered. Then we got Thieves Like Us. Pretty scoop that up. Shelley DeVille, R.I.P. there, you know. Hate to hear about that, but like I said, they're numbered. So they're only limited to, like I think 6,000, 5,000. So don't want to wait too long. We got Love on Delivery. Always loved them martial arts, kung fu type movies. Shaw Scope right here. And this one is crazy because if you've been on Facebook, you've seen the clip at least once. And that's the part where everybody, well, basically the guy puts on a Garfield type mask trying to get the chick. You know, she cares about the Garfield character, but she don't know it's the guy. And she's like all in love with this thing, and everybody else see this and they're like, I'm the Garfield guy. I'm the one who does all this great kung fu martial arts stuff. And everybody costume is just a crazy different type variant of Garfield that ranges from pretty good to just a glued on eyes and some whiskers or whatever. And it's like, boy, that's a terrible Garfield mask. But I mean, it was very interesting. I seen this completely once on TV, so I had to scoop this one up. The cover is a little bit crazy. Well, see, you see, it got the little crazy eyes and whatnot, but had to. We got Bloodbath at the House of Death. I don't know why they drew Vincent Price with his neck broke like that, you know, going. I don't understand that, you know. That's just wonky to me, you know. I understand some people when they get the little hunchback, but their necks don't come out like outwards, you know. I still got somewhat of a neck. When you get older, your neck do get a little bit downwards. I don't understand that. But you can always fix that with exercises. We got Devil Times 5. Now here's the thing I always talk about. Back in the day, they could get away with having kids either killing people or kids getting killed. Then somewhere, I think in the 80s or whatever, they was like, hey man, leave the kids alone. You know, horror movies, all that, you will rarely see anything with kids getting killed or something. You may see like the remake of Dawn by the Dead or Dawn of the Dead. If the little girl was already a zombie, but they didn't show how she became a zombie. Yeah. But like I said, this is one of those rare stuff where the kids, you see them killing or being killed, you know what I'm saying? Today, you can't get away with that at all. It's kind of weird how soft this world has gone, you know? When it comes to like movies and cinema, Hollywood and all that. They don't take the risks no more. And I love my martial arts type movies. We got Jet Li, My Father is a Hero. I've always waited for this to come out. And this one's by Vinegar. And it's always hard, you know, you never know when them 88 films may do a little trade with other companies. And if it's going to go to one that you trust. I enjoy Vinegar. I enjoy sometimes Shout Factory. Sometimes they may bundle, and I hate it when they bundle. But when they do it solo, they do it good. Eureka does well. But then you got other companies I don't want it to go to, you know. Especially when I say bundle or Shout. If it's single, I'm okay. But bundling, no. What's that other company that I just Criterion? I don't want nothing. I don't Criterion to grab no martial art movies, okay, at all. Because a lot of times they'll grab the SD versions and not like put it, give it the love it needs to be at. They just grab whatever they can get, and I'm not a fan of that. I understand sometimes they can make it look good, but at the same time, I prefer another company, and maybe they'll give us the bells and whistles. Um, I think rarely Kino will ever get something, on that level. They really gotta have something that 88 wants. But Vinegar is definitely a plus. Sometimes Shout. Arrow does wonderful as well with theirs. So Arrow is another company that does well with the 88s when they do trades. And then we got Hell's Trap. This one looks interesting. It's another one of those type of slashers. I don't know if you want to call it a copycat, but back then it's always, hey, we gotta be like them. We gotta get some of that money. So you got copycats and then you got those that's are original. But off that, I mean, the first thing even my roommate was like, "Is this a Freddy rip? Is this a bootleg of that?" I don't know. I've never seen Hell's Trap, or at least I don't remember I have. So it's always good to watch something like that. You never get because like we watched The Burning, and The Burning was good. Sleepaway Camp, that's good. Then you may get one of those ones that's like, oh man, that's just terrible, man. That's a terrible ripoff. Or shall we say bootleg? And now this is the reason why I'm doing the videos now. We got 2 books I want to show off. And we're not going to do nothing fancy, but I'm going to do my best to show it off without trying to bring the camera to you. I've always wanted this book, Pixel Book. And it's the unofficial SNES. And this is just like a love song to video games that has some great pixel. Because nowadays it's 3D, but some things do pixel still. But this is when the era was all pixel, and you had some that just stood better than others. I waited for this. $44 because they had pre-orders because they did more run prints. And boy, grab this at 44 because if you got it from the website, you still have to pay shipping. So we got the better deal on Amazon. Pull this out because it's a slip cover. And I love how they did the slip cover. It's not flimsy. It's a little bit hard, so it can take a little bit of damage or beating, should we say, without really messing it up. And we got the book itself. I hope it's not all glossy and I can show off some of these pages. Because I'm not going to do a deep dive. Just give you a little understanding of what's what. Inside you got some of the pages to give you an idea of what's what. I'm trying to see how we can get things. This is just a small thing. Usually if you know anything about bitmap, they like blowing up some of their pictures to give you a much better look and feel and try to get some of that glossiness out. So this is definitely tabletop reads. Was a coffee table reads, or if you got to go and take a number 2 and you just like, I'm gonna be here for a while. We need some reads. But me, I'm always a fan of these type of books, so I go all out. Unless I don't want to try to flip it in, maybe a little bit too big for me to flip. But I'm just gonna go and show off a few pages. I'm pretty sure there's other people who got full in-depth looks. Chrono Trigger, they need to remake that badly. I don't care if it's pixelized, 3D wise, they just need to bring a remake to that. It'd be nice if they could do both. Oh man, Earthbound. Oh man. The crazy thing is I never played the first one on the NES. I came into Earthbound because of the claymation look they went into, the promos with the stink sniffs, scratch and sniffs. And then they had the big box. I didn't know about the big box until I tried to rent the bad boy itself. And they was like, we need $50 deposit, you'll get it back. And they had this big giant, this back when the typewriters had a casing for it, but then they started putting consoles into it, but they put the big box in there. But they said if you lose either the big book, instruction book, whatever, but like it's not instruction, but you know, deep dive, walkthrough book, or the big box itself. They'll keep the $50 deposit. That's crazy, right? So my mama, like, I don't know why she did it, because usually she real cheap, but she let me go ahead and get it. She put $50 down, and she told me you better not lose that. But boy, for them, was it this Blockbuster? So 5 days, yeah, I had 5 days with this game, and boy, I had fun with it. So I have some very fond memories of this. I did buy it. Unfortunately, it got stolen. And I don't know. Every time I get money to get this bad boy, and wherever it's at, from 200, 400, 500, 700, 800, and I'm thinking it's gonna be stuck at 1,000, right? Them people are trying to sell this the big box for 2,000 now. I just don't know. It sucks that mine got stolen. Definitely, like I said, this is a love story for pixelized games, you know, and just so many great fond memories of stuff I would able. Friends had games, some renting. Rarely did I get something. I did get Donkey Kong Country. I don't know. I think my dad pulled that. I think they went up there and he was like, "Hey, let's get him some actual games." You know, saying not just one thing and then it's just something he don't like. So I was able to get 3 games. We had Donkey Kong Country, Illusion by Gaia, and Super Metroid. Whoever they talked to the right employee. I couldn't believe it because I don't get stuff like that, you know. So I definitely believe my dad pulled those strings right there. And usually he doesn't do anything. He let my mom does everything. She's real cheap. Back then I had like tons of cheap, terrible games. Ah man. This Earthworm Jim. Whenever my friend Leon had that game, I would go over there and play it. Here's the Super Metroid. Great memories right here, you know. Some of the stuff I wish I could get, but some of it's still pricey online. I don't understand. Just because it's not like before, it used to be the RPGs, they would jack the price up. Now it's just like anything that remotely has a name like Metroid, Street Fighter, or it's just anything, you know. I understand the obsolete stuff, but y'all getting crazy with the pricing, you know. Just because inflation is hitting don't mean, hey, let's get some inflation with these games too, you know. There you go. Art of Fighting. This was a game I got for NES. In fact, I got it for Easter. And I know my dad put it there. It was in the Easter basket. I remember playing it and be like, even so it was slow, I still enjoyed it, you know. Sometimes I played in the arcade, but to actually had the game itself, that's just lovely, you know. I remember beating it, hearing that music, ending music, like, oh man, that's good. And if you remember, it was a BG album, you know, from Hot Boys, BG. I think it's Lil Chopper in the City. Whoever produced, whoever put that on the track, they ripped the ending theme of Art of Fighting. They put no bass in it. They put no changes. They just recorded it, like it's a recorder up to it, and BG is rapping to it. And I'm just like, oh, you lucky you ain't get sued for that. You know, Lil Flip got sued for the Miss Pac-Man beat. So it's crazy how they didn't get sued for that, because I mean there's no change up, you know. At least when Timbaland took that Chrono Trigger clock noise, he masked it, you know. As gamers knew what it was, that he didn't get sued for it. Alright, let's see. Ogre Battle. I'm trying to find one last good one to show off, you know, because I can't spend a little bit too long with this one. Oh man, they should have more with Mario Kart. Let's see, give me one more good one. Some Tiny Toons. Ooh, we're at the ending. I guess this we're going to end at F-Zero. Mode 7. When Mode 7 came to Super Nintendo, we happy to have this bad boy now, you know. This is one of the first things I saw, but it's been years we put off. And we got other parts of Bitmap. But I'm happy to have that. Trying my best to keep this in great condition. And then we got this also for $44. Like I said, it has some stuff they reprinted. Better get on Amazon than their website. The Art of the Box. Once again, we're not going to... Well, can we? Because this one's a little bit different. I don't know if I want to do it because it's the weight. You know, this one got more words, I guess you want to put it that way, than pictures like how sometimes they do. And this, but they do, like I say, blow up the pictures. And this one just does with artwork with these video game covers. And some of them artworks are fantastic because back in the day, we didn't have the internet. We didn't, you know, game books would come out later on and let you know. We didn't have Metacritic. We didn't have none of these things to tell us what was a good game or bad game. We judged games from the artwork. If the artwork looked good, it had to be a good game. Boy, were you wrong. Sometimes it was good, but a lot of times we were like, ugh. But trust me, there was some of these covers that was like, whoa, that's fantastic artwork. You know, and this is what this book goes on, the artists of those art on those covers, you know. And this deals with like smaller titles, bigger titles, just artworks itself, you know, from the cartoony all the way to those fantastic sci-fi pictures, the Conan type pictures, artworks, you know, the realistic artworks. Got some Maximo there. And this deals with, I think, going upwards afterwards, you know, generations. I could be wrong on that part because I still haven't really done too much into this, but like I said, there's bigger pictures in here as well. We're just doing a quick run through of this. And like I said, there's other videos out there that go full detailed. I just want to give you an idea, you know. Leisure Suit, excuse me, Suit Larry, Deja Vu. Deja Vu was good. I enjoy Deja Vu. But like I said, some of these artists, they need their flowers, and this book gives them those flowers. You know, Doom. Oh man, Doom's cover was awesome. Doom 2. Warcraft. That might have been World of Warcraft. I don't know. I haven't played that game because I don't want a subscription-based, you know, game. So I missed out on a lot of gaming that has subscription-based, you know. What's this Gauntlet here? I may be wrong. Dungeons & Dragons. Some of these games I haven't gotten the chance to get into. But this deals with the artwork and those who created those artworks. And trust me, it's worth it. Even so, there's some smaller pictures in there. There's quite a bit of blown up pictures, and those to give you the ideas. You'd be like, oh boy, that's art. Not just the Mega Man artwork of part 1, and you're like, whoa, what is this? So that's just what I wanted to show off right now. We do have some other books coming in, but it's going to take some time because they're pre-orders. They're dropping much later on, like in November. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave some likes, some comments, definitely hit that bell to subscribe, and always enjoy.